5G is expected to create a cumulative economic impact of $1 trillion in India by 2035, according to a report by a government-appointed panel. According to a separate report by telecom gear maker Ericsson, 5G-enabled digitalization revenue potential in India will be above $27 billion by 2026. Additionally, Global Telecom Industry GSMA has forecast that India will have about 70 million 5G connections by 2025. Let's hear from Shri K Tiwari, Member Technology Digital Communications Commission on 5G and its scope in India. Welcome, sir.
Distinguished industry members, associations, ladies and gentlemen, let me thank ETTelecom and organizers for the opportunity to share my ideas in these exciting times of telecommunication technology evolution. India, in fact, is evolving as a billion connected knowledge network, transitioning from an information society to a knowledgeable society. We host a large telecommunication network with telephone subscription to the tune of almost 1,200 million and broadband subscription of over 800 million. So it can be emphatically said that every industry vertical, every resident is benefited from telecommunication network and internet delivered using this mega network. The demand is so awe-inspiring, very inspiring, and we have seen hyper growth in broadband subscription between 2011 in last 10 years. Between 2011 to 2021, from 12 million in 2011 to 800 million as of now. So we are entering into this 5G era with several key capabilities to telecom technologies poised to alter operations and efficiencies of every industry vertical and every walk of life with new innovations. The world is in process of recovering from pandemic, as everybody know, which is putting strain on rollout of 5G networks in a comprehensive way. This year, 2021, the World Telecommunication and Information Society Day, WTISD, we know, is globally celebrated by ITU with the theme of accelerating digital transformation in challenging times. I acknowledge the enormous contribution of telecom industry in saving lives and livelihoods amidst once in a century crisis. The COVID-19 crisis has not only highlighted the critical role of information and communication technologies, that is ICT, for continued functioning of societies, but has also brought to the fore that the startling digital inequalities between and within countries that also should be minimized actually. I am confident that 5G would be a critical catalyst to achieve the goals and targets of the Connect 2030 agenda, which is 10 years horizon agenda, to achieve sustainable development goals with the objective to leave no one behind. To minimize the digital divide. So with this objective, I recall a wise saying, the most profound technologies are those that disappear. They weave themselves into the fabric of everyday life, everyone's life, until they are indistinguishable from it. I'm sure in the coming years, we will be using 5G applications in different walks of life with little knowledge and power about what is underneath the driving, underneath the equipment, what is driving force. India has set global trends and reference in high data consumption and low mobile data cost, both things. The average wireless data usage per user has increased 20% year on year to reach 12.13 GB per month in Q3 this 2021. Availability of affordable smartphones and lower rates of wireless data, that is rupees 11 per GB, are expected to drive growth in Indian telecom industry. The total wireless data uses in India grew to reach 26,405 petabytes. That is Q3 data. The contribution of 2G, 3G, and 4G, if we analyze respectively, the usage of 2G is just 0.59%, 3G is 2.34% of the total consumption, and 4G is 97.07. That is, huge data is being consumed through 4G. So in COVID times has triggered 18% more data consumption on mobiles between March to December last year. Government is giving high priority to build a telecom infrastructure in the country. In 2021-22, Department of Telecom has been allocated rupees 58,700 something crore, in which 44% is towards capex, capital expenditure, under Union Budget 21-22. The government allocated rupees 14,200 crore, that is US dollar 1.9 billion, close to that, for telecom infrastructure. That entails completion of optical fiber cable-based network for defense services, rolling out of broadband under BharatNet, and compensation to operators for creation and augmentation of telecom infrastructure. To promote maximum and efficient use of a spectrum for public use, DoT took up several exhaustive meetings with stakeholders, consultations for the last 3 years. And now it became an imminent need. It is felt everywhere. It is an imminent need to identify and carve out a spectrum for IMT services, considering the need for large quantums of spectrum to reap the benefit of 5G in terms of enhanced speed, low latency, reliability, and massive machine type communication. I'm glad to say that it has yielded positive outcomes, making spectrum available for next generation wireless services for different technologies. And I am thankful for the strong support of all the stakeholders, ministries, making the consultation productive. And it got successfully concluded, making 5G way ahead. So the rollout is now, rollout of 5G is somehow being resolved in different bands, including sub 1 gigahertz, mid band, millimeter band. IMT spectrum has been identified, and efforts are in progress to make it available for service providers as early as possible. In fact, you might have remembered that on this 15th August, Independence Day, Honorable Prime Minister has almost laid a target to give the rollout 5G services by next 15th August, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So, as you are aware, the DoT held national hackathon to identify 100 innovative 5G use case to promote using of 5G in different social applications. I'm glad to share that there were many innovative ideas and applications in agriculture, health, education, fintech, logistics, etc. we have received. These use cases and indigenous products would also be tried as part of the 5G technology trials, which are in process actually. So, interactive session was facilitated by DoT recently with telecom service providers to complement their efforts and to bring use cases visibility for the economic verticals actually. So as part of measures to promote Atmanirbhar Bharat in telecom technologies, DoT has funded the development of indigenous 5G testbed driven by Academia Consortium with an investment of rupees 200 crore. More than that, a significant development work has already happened and it was demonstrated in earlier years Indian Mobile Congress. The end-to-end test bed is in final stages, and if nothing goes wrong in the sense of lockdown, etc., it will be available by October. DoT continues to hold consultation with different industry also, associations, COEs to promote and establish 5G use cases. Labs in different industry verticals in line with FinTech Lab established at IDRBT, Hyderabad. DoT also encourages proposal from industry members on all occasions. Further promoting ease of doing business and R&D transparency and timely delivery of services, DoT launched the online license module for experimentation, that is R&D, demonstration, manufacturing, and testing licenses on Saral Sanchar portal of DoT in June this 2021, probably on June 29th, by end of June. This would give boost for making in India design-driven manufacturing in the country in wireless technologies. I also take this opportunity to appreciate the contribution of global companies in India are hosting multiple global innovations centers in electronics, IT, telecom industry, which played a important role in building competencies. The instantaneous and time-bound spectrum approval for R&D will encourage GIC and Indian industries, including MSME, to multiply their technology activities with near zero compliance burden. Apart from speed of approval, the USP of license is its bundled approach. All the other necessary licenses for R&D, demonstration and manufacturing, etc., processing of wireless equipment, purchasing of wireless equipment, import of necessary modules, subsystems, demonstration of R&D products is offered in a same license bundle. So industry notes with satisfaction that it is one of the best global policies in offering spectrum for R&D and manufacturing at affordable cost with near zero transaction cost. The initiative has already resulted in R&D investment in the country. Several 5G test beds are already established by the industry and R&D companies making use of this policy. More investments are envisaged in wireless technology development, including way ahead for 6G, competing with global peers by enhancing India's attractiveness as an R&D destination. I also would like to recall the recent consultation taken by DoT with the different 5G ecosystem stakeholders. There were inputs in regard to pricing of spectrum for different services, standards, use case labs, and 5G technology trials. We appreciate all your inputs and they will be taken into consideration as part of our decision process. I would also like to quote a few other important policy initiatives to strengthen enabling environment. First of all, that is national broadband missions, everybody is aware, has taken several measures to enhance fiberization and infrastructure rollout in both urban and rural areas. DoT is holding exhaustive engagement with states in adopting right-of-way rules of 2016. DoT also liberalized OSP policies recently and enabled double work from home, work from anywhere policy several requirements which prevented companies from adopting work from home or work from anywhere policies has been whatever is this thing, problems, that issues that has been removed by the DoT. In December 2020, Union Cabinet chaired by the Honorable Prime Minister approved DoT proposal for setting up public Wi-Fi networks by public data office aggregators, PDOs, by way of PM money, very popular scheme you might be knowing. After successful commissioning of Chennai and Port Blair submarine optical cable, the government has approved provision of submarine optical fiber cable connectivity between mainland of Kochi, mainland India, and Lakshadweep Island. That is called KLI project. The government has been successfully conducting spectrum auctions for mobile access services. Since 2014, out of 4 auctions held, the industry has taken close to 2350 megahertz of spectrum at a cost of almost 3 lakh crore, including latest spectrum sale of 606 megahertz. The Union Cabinet approved rupees 12,195 crore, that is close to US dollar 1.6 billion, production linked incentive scheme for telecom and networking products under the Department of Telecom. That is a big boost to MSME and all, toward the step of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So India entered the top 50 innovating countries for the first time in 2020 since the inception of this index, GII index, it is called, since 2007. We have improved from its rank from 81 to, which was in 2015, to 48. So ranking first in Central and South Asia, India's performance in innovation output is driven by its competencies. India's first rank in information and communication technology, that is ICT, service exports show its leadership in ICT services industry. It is an undeniable fact that telecom sector has played an important role in building this innovation base in the country. I really emphasize you all to continue to do your best to enable for the rollout of 5G services, Indian environment, Indian scenario-based use cases and adoption of those use cases, and spread awareness on 5G relevance in industry verticals and its benefit. So this is all with me from the DoT side. Thank you and wish you all the best. Thank you for organizers and ETTelecom. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing important content on 5G. Dear viewers, do share these insights on social media using the hashtag ETIMC. Stay tuned for the next session.